So some of you have been bragging to me about how good Smile Company is, like nothing can beat GSC. So yeah, I pre-ordered 2B anime version from GSC. I haven't bought a GSC product for a while. Well, let's check it out and hope I have good reactions. Actually, this is a one-of-a-kind box. Very elaborate, very. I'm not impressed with boxes, but these boxes can really be used to contain extra parts such as this faceplate. Yeah, this box, only one extra faceplate. Of course, parts from your other collections can be put in these boxes as storage. But my first impressions is the price tag! Why? Why 30,000? This is very expensive. This is the actual price I paid, and it's already a part of the price of my air ticket to my journey of becoming a complete weeb. And I reckon it's because so many brands are plastered on the box. The more brands I see, Max Factory, Good Smile Company, Square Enix, Aniplex, the more I feel like throwing up. I bet all these evil enterprises get a share of your hard-earned dollar. And I can't believe how little accessories we have this time. There is actually a huge arsenal in NieR Automata, and sadly, we're only given Virtue's contract, pot, another faceplate, and some rocks. Honestly, how many donkey times have we gotten rocks for a diorama? A lot. Every NieR Automata figure comes with a diorama of rocks. I'm actually quite sick of them. Pros and cons, well, it looks good as a whole. Detailed machine heads, various paints for various material representation, and just when I thought this was a battery cover and we're gonna get a lighted up base. No! Nothing on the instructions says this is a lighted up base. This is just a cover for the hollow bottom. Not a big deal, and the only channel that abuses his toys, that's me. The metallic part weirdly is soft. The pipes are soft. I don't know what the deal is here. Even the steel reinforcements are soft. If you want to see if they painted the insides, yes, actually. Overall, the base passed, but it's just a normal base. But part on the other hand, superb. You can see this for yourself. How do I judge if this is good? Well, if the paint is applied well on micro details, such as this. And there are several micro details on this part. Unfortunately, you can't display part on its own because there is a little tab sticking out of its hand, which goes in here. Actually, looking amazing without those rods sticking out of the floor on other figures, but the pot is actually flying too low in my opinion. So let's talk about 2B's leotard. It is NieR, but too little. And because this is a pretty cute figure, I wouldn't say this is erotic. I don't really have an inclination towards cute figures, but that's just my opinion. The undersides of the skirt is also painted in another color, gray, which is usual for 2B. Also, as expected from GSC, the paint job, you already know, is impeccable. Nothing short of perfection, but one thing it lacks is boot creases. Like creases on the boots. A lot of makers seems to not give 2B creases on the boots. Underside has no undersole details, laces are not sculpted explicit enough. I think this boots feels quite normal. Dress is pretty. The good thing about the dress is it shows her body, especially at the tummy. Well, this tight area, but the headlamps, well, it's slightly too subtle. Her skin exposure at the back is also a tad too tiny and not alluring. Well, the rest of the costume is reasonably good, just like all other 2B figures. But what is probably disappointing this time is the head. Look at this. Hair sculpt is a little too shallow. There could be more definition. It's the same on the front. The front has not much definition, but not on the back. Faceplate is removable. I love bad faces, but this one, highly debatable. I find her eyes a little too uniformly oval. It looks pretty oval, and the lip is kind of accurate, but I find her lower lip to be awkwardly shaped. Putting her on the stand retests her durability, and I think this figure might bend with time. Look at this. So lastly, the usual Virtue's contract. You know, I hope one day they make these look like real swords with metallic blades, but I think at this point, matte gray swords is the standard. I also struggle to understand how to pose this awkward sculpt because the frontal view doesn't work. The side view does work, but I can't see the front view. Also, the machine head is pointing at the wrong direction and the machine parts are invisible. It's blocked by the machine head. This is wrong. The slightly back view works also, but Other than that, no other angles work that well. All in all, I think this is at best an average product made very expensive with all the revenue distributions they're channeling to each stakeholder. I honestly think that for this price, proof NieR Automata is the big bang for your buck. But if you're chasing products that you haven't pre-ordered, actually, nah, I really think this is not too good if you compare to other NieR Automata figures on the market. If you think otherwise, let me know. Thank you for watching my content. If you like it, please help the channel by subscribing to us. It means a lot to us. Also, if you want to pick one of these up, I have some links in the description. If not, take off your wallet and purchase wisely. Take care, and I'll see you next week.